Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me for this video. And the Philadelphia Eagles have made an addition by bringing in former Jaguars wide receiver Michael Walker. And so he's expected to sign within the next few days, and per his agent. And so this means that Walker would have been an Eagle in high school, Eagle at the collegiate level for Boston College, and now a Philadelphia Eagle as well. So a triple Eagle. So that being said, one thing about Michael Walker, if you have no idea who he is or what he brings to the table. What he really brings is the ability to contribute on special teams in terms of in the kick return game, more so in the kickoff, a little bit of punt as well. And just that's really what he was utilized for in the 7 games that he got to play for the Jacksonville Jaguars back in 2019, in which he was able to accumulate a total of 411 yards on 11 kick returns for the Jacksonville Jaguars in 2019 when they activated him from their practice squad. So they picked him up as an undrafted free agent. He worked his way into you know, onto the active roster. And so he got to appear in 7 games and had that 18 returns for 411 yards, including his longest run of 35 yards, averaging about 23 yards a carry. He also had 3 punt returns as well. So in addition to that, they didn't really utilize him too much in terms of as a receiver, or at least, target him much. He had about 2 receptions, I believe, for like 15 yards. And so it was more so special teams. And if he's going to, make this roster here, special teams will have to be a huge part as to why, the Eagles keep him around. Now, the Eagles, they do understand the importance of having depth. I mean, they experienced that perhaps more than any team last year when it came to the receiver position. Obviously, there's no Deshaun Jackson this year lining up, but they do have, guys like Jalen Rieger coming back, Greg Ward, and not to mention drafting the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith, as well. And so they just certainly have an extremely young receiving core. And, you add Travis Fulgham to that as well. And so this is a team that certainly, they've got a nice, solid young core, young quarterback as well. And so they're definitely looking to just make sure they have enough depth in case they get bit twice by the injury bug, once again. So, but with that being said, though, this is a great opportunity for Michael Walker to be able to show what he can do. And so another thing about Michael Walker, I guess you can say, a fun fact about him is that at the high school level, he actually grew up in Naples, Florida, and he attended Naples High School, and he was a member of the baseball, football, and track team. So I guess that explains his ability to, you know, pretty much fly across the field really when you can run track and stuff like that. So certainly that explains his return ability because he's got that speed, he's fast, and so certainly that's going to bode well for him as he looks to try to make the roster here for the Eagles moving forward. So I just threw that fun fact in there as well. It does help that he did, go to Boston College, and throughout his time at Boston College, he did have a couple kicks that he was able to run back, for a touchdown against Clemson back in 2018. He's had a couple games in which he really just went off in terms of kick returns. Against Purdue back in 2018, he had 213 yards in terms of kick return. Against Yeah, so pretty much across the board, his longest punt return was 74 yards against Clemson that same game in which he had that run back for a touchdown. So certainly, even in a collegiate level, he was showing that, he was going to be someone that could really make his impact on special teams. And special teams cannot be overlooked. Special teams can really determine, field position, and it can make the difference sometimes when both teams are evenly matched. So with that being said, thanks a lot for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, as more news continues to drop, you can be sure to find it here. So thanks again for watching, and see you guys next time.